We are Molly Mish. After 10 years exploring all there is to see in the US, Canada, and Mexico, we built a camper out of a four-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter van and headed across the pond to continue our journeys in Europe. After enduring a year-long self-imposed isolation in Croatia during the height of the pandemic, we're ready to resume our European adventures. This summer, we're headed to the British Isles, starting with the Republic of Ireland. Join us as we explore and discover the magic of the Emerald Isle. So we had a good night's sleep here at the Dunleary Harbor. A little bit east along the coast, or south, I guess, southeast along the coast of Dublin. What do you think about a trip to Dublin yesterday? It was, you can tell that it's not normal times.
Yeah, a lot of things were closed. It was just, yeah, it wasn't, like, I feel bad if we missed it, but
Yeah.
we really need to revisit to get like the real feeling of the city, because we didn't get it yesterday.
We do feel like we have to go back at some point when things are hopefully at some point back to what they were, because Dublin is all about having a pint at a pub and eating at a restaurant, going inside places, you know, because Ireland is not known for their good weather. So and we've heard as much from some of the locals we met. The people are really, really warm. You know, we haven't been to a country in such a short amount of time and gotten phone numbers from locals to say, call us if you have any questions.
Yeah, within 24 hours, they're like, if you run into any problems, here's my number.
Two people already.
Like, so nice.
So it's amazing. You know, we're loving it here so far. It is the weather is starting to turn. We had 2.5 full days of like really sunny, beautiful weather. But today the gloom has set in.
It's supposed to rain, which I think I would be fine with, but it's just now kind of humid. And I don't like it.
Right.
It's hard to be in the van when it's so humid.
We do have to have some circulation, even when it's not totally warm. I mean, you know, it's not just about the heat, it's about the humidity and also the condensation at night. We're gonna leave Dublin today, but before we leave Dublin, we're gonna drive across town with the van, get to the other side, to the north side. We're gonna do some shopping. We need some sheets. We're supposed to go to this store called Penny's, which is kind of like a Marshall's or Ross in the US, apparently. From the pictures I've seen, and like from, you know, what one of our new Irish friends told us, be a great place to buy some like new clothes for the kids, or maybe some household goods for pretty inexpensive prices. But what we really need though is we need sheets for our mattress. They're just old. I don't even know how we've had them, maybe ever since we came to Europe.
Yeah, before that. It's from
Even
like
before
Target,
that.
so they're not the best quality.
Not the best quality, and they're also very worn. So we need some new ones. And there is an IKEA just north of Dublin. It's only about 12 miles away, but according to my GPS, if I don't take the toll road, it's going to take 52 minutes to get there. Which I just assume that's because we're going to be driving through Dublin, which I'm kind of okay with.
Are you?
Yeah, I kind of want to drive through. Without going through, you take the toll road, it still takes like 40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So it's not that much longer. So we're going to go there. And then last night, Toby found the kids' boogie boards, because they're usually outside underneath the van when we're camping somewhere where we can leave things outside. But last night, since we're at the parking lot of this harbor, I kept them inside, and Toby found them. And he kind of shredded up one side of all 3 boogie boards. So they'll still work, but there's a decathlon right next to the IKEA too, so we're gonna check that out. We're trying to do that while we're here in Dublin, because outside of Dublin, this being the biggest city with 500,000 people, outside of Dublin, there are no big stores like that. There are no other IKEAs in Ireland, and there are no other decathlons, I don't think, in Ireland. So we're just gonna go while we're here. It's kind of like it's kind of like Croatia, you know. There's only one real IKEA, which is in Zagreb, and we had to drive all the way to Zagreb to do that.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of the cool places to visit in nature is far away, so we don't want to have to come back if we can't find the things we need that we know we'll be able to get there. So that's what we're going to do today, and then tonight hopefully we'll find a place to be able to let the cats out again, because obviously in this harbor they were cooped up all day today.
I took them on little walks last night. Twins like, no.
Yeah,
Toby,
too many people, too many cars.
he started eating some discarded like mussel shells, like crunching on it. It was like, I guess it's okay.
They're cats, they eat worse things. So
But shells?
yeah, they probably smell interesting. We also need to get diesel at some point today. So we got a lot to do. We got a lot of just housekeeping stuff going on. It's already 12 o'clock, so we got a pretty late start. We did a fair amount of walking yesterday too. Thank you, Dunleary Harbor. It was a good night. We had a quiet night. The parking guy came over today. Super nice. Like, came up to us. It was like, can I ask you for a favor? I'm like, okay, you're the parking enforcement. Just tell us what we're doing wrong, really. But he didn't. He asked super nicely, asked if we could park like in a normal stall, just take up one stall. But we're like 6-7 feet longer than the stalls, you know, and there's not that many people here, so we didn't want to stick out so far. But he's like, well, you know, I mean, if you're gonna be here for a while,
Don't forget to drive on the left side right now.
oh shoot, yeah, I'm on the right side. Yeah, driving on the left side. But he was really nice, and we told him, oh yeah, you know, we will, but we're gonna leave in a little bit. He's don't worry then, just, you know, go on as you were. Super nice people, man. Very nice. The weather definitely has turned from the really nice 3 days we had. But we started driving south yesterday from Dublin after we left Dunleary Harbor, and you know, we try to actually, first thing we did was we drove north. We drove north through Dublin, which was pretty exciting. It's like city driving, and a lot of the roads have kind of switched to one lane because of the pandemic to make things a little easier for people. So driving through Dublin took a long time. Took us over an hour to go like 13 miles to get to the other side, where we got to buy new sheets and get a new plastic bin that's the perfect size for our little cabinet where we have the cat's litter box, because their old litter box fits pretty well, but they're just like digging and splashing, and the seam between the top and the bottom like leaks, so a lot of their pee goes outside. So we wanted to get like a regular storage bin that was the right size, and then cut a hole for them to go in and out. so it has better protection, higher walls. And we actually found the perfect size bin yesterday at IKEA. And we were gonna go to Decathlon and get some boogie boards because the kids love boogie boarding when we have the opportunity. We just haven't had the opportunity to lately. And Toby the other night just dug holes into the side of their boogie boards. So we told them that we buy them new ones, but the line at Decathlon was huge. In Ireland, they're doing, they're limiting, I think a lot of countries are in Europe, they're limiting how many people can be inside the store. So all the stores have implemented this sort of red light, green light system, where if the light is green, you can go inside wearing a mask. And if the light is red, you have to wait until it turns green. There's probably like 100 people outside waiting to get in. So we told the kids, yeah, no new boogie boards. Try to work with the ones that you have and see how that goes. While we're on the north side of Dublin, we thought we'd go check out this one farm that you're supposed to be able to camp at. So it took us probably another 25 minutes of driving through some narrow village roads to get there. And when we get there, it was closed. And the weather had turned pretty bad. It was raining, gusty. Kind of like this, you know, see all these clouds everywhere? Like we'll get sun when the clouds part, and then once we get clouds over us, we'll get like sideways rain coming down. And I guess this is what I should be expecting most of the time that we're here. This is pretty normal weather for Ireland, I think. So we just have to kind of get used to it, I guess. But it was unfortunate because I really wanted to stay up there for a little bit because we're, you know, by the time we got up to the northern part of Dublin, we're almost to Northern Ireland. In fact, we're probably less than an hour away from Northern Ireland, but we weren't quite ready to go into Northern Ireland yet. In fact, we want to spend most of our time in Ireland and go along the west coast before we go into Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK. And from what we can tell, that if you spend enough time in Ireland, a couple of weeks or so, you're legally allowed to go in to the UK. However, people say there's just not even like border checks between Ireland and Northern Ireland, and there hasn't been in the past when UK was part of the EU. But since Brexit, you know, that was one of the big sticking points of what the Brexit referendum and what the rules were going to be for that border, since they were leaving the European Union. I think they're still trying to figure that out, honestly. So when we get up there in a few weeks, we'll figure out what that looks like. Sounds like people just drive through every day without any kind of checks, even during this, but we'll see. So since we couldn't find a place to camp there, and it was actually, honestly, Ireland's been pretty tough to do. We haven't had a really easy time finding good places to camp, easy places to dump our black water. We've been camping at a few places. There's just not the kind of infrastructure that France had. So last night we came here to this place called Moneyland Farms, and Moneyland it is. It is probably one of the most expensive places we stayed at before. However, there are more expensive places than this. We just don't stay at them usually. But we were running low on options, so we came here. This is only about 15 minutes from where we were camping 2 nights ago at the Golden Anchor Pub, and we considered going there, but we stayed here because they have the full facility here. They have trash, recycling, shower, bathrooms, hot shower bathrooms, gray water dump, black water dump, water fill, electricity, everything. And we paid 29 euros. Usually it's only 20 euros for 2 people, and we had to pay an extra 3 euros per kid. So we make sure that they all got showers. Not sure they got 3 euros worth of showers each, but they all got showers. And we filled up our water, we emptied our tanks. So we're gonna go today. Today we're ready to try to head out to something a little bit more scenic, a little bit more wild. But really, it's all scenic. I mean, even here, there's Ava walking Toby. Even here, technically, this is just a stop that we're stopping to do, you know, our dump and fill and shower business, but still, it's beautiful. Unfortunately, for 29 euros, we can't stay here long. So we're gonna go. We're getting ready and getting the cats some walks. Hopefully we'll find a place to let the cats loose for a couple of days. This place was good for the cats too. They ran around last night when we got here. They were really happy after being cooped up for a day when we went to Dublin at Dunleary Harbor. But today we're going to try to find a really good place for them. We'll see how that goes. They have a nice little cafe here. It's open during the day, so that's cool. There's also this other side with more camping on grass. We didn't choose to camp here because there were so many other people already here, but we just wanted to have some open space for the cats so they wouldn't be scared. This is arguably the nicer side for camping, right next to the cafe. Looks like a nice little cafe with a little ice cream shop next to it. Plenty of outdoor seating. I think we're gonna move on though. We're gonna move on to the next spot. It's probably a couple hours drive today, so if we get there earlier, the more time we'll have to just kind of hang out and relax. MONEYLANDS Farms. It's worth a stop. For 20 euros for 2 people, it's a pretty good deal. It's when you start adding up for a family like ours, you end up paying 50% more. But it's not so bad if we have to do this, a couple times a week, and the rest of the time, if we can just find a good rhythm to wild camp, then we can splurge every now and then for a place like this. Good tip today from somebody's comment yesterday. Shoulder to shoulder. Shoulder to shoulder. We still got to remember to look right. That's where the car is coming from. We're so used to looking left as we're turning onto the road. I'll look right. Everything's reversed. Everything's just think the opposite way. By the time I totally get used to it, I'm gonna have to go back and switch back to the driving on the right side. Takeaway pizza from this little shack right here. It's called 4-Star Pizzas.
Ooh.
Comes with ranch.
Looks like Domino's.
Garlic and hold.
Huh?
Wait.
Look at that.
Garlic?
It's like American style with the stars and stripes.
That was my favorite. I like pepperoni.
Alright, wait. We need to get
That's a lot of jalapenos.
paper towels. Yeah, no, jalapenos are like
Well, that's
What
like
about
a
Trey?
expensive
dollar.
commodity around here. They just loaded it up on us.
It's for special.
This place is in UK and Ireland.
Which one do you want?
Well, we'll see how it is. Looks like good, like in a very trashy American fast food kind of way.
The gas station.
In the gas station one, not like the fancy Croatian pizza.
Okay, look,
Yeah.
it's too hot to take these two apart.
Look, is that the only sauce?
You gonna stand here and eat?
Yes.
You took out the jalapenos?
I like jalapenos.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Go, Ava.
Oh, there's that loose pineapple.
All your favorite stuff.
Yeah.
Except for ranch, of course.
There was ranch.
There's no ranch.
Here's this stuff. There's garlic and whole.
Garlic and herb sauce. Oh, that might be good.
Oh,
That's almost
give me a tray.
like ranch.
Luca, give me a tray.
We're gonna have that too. Oh, without the jalapenos.
Yeah, I don't want
I
to
can actually sit
fill up our toilet.
That's actually kind of annoying.
You could magically produce more stuff than you take in.
Liquid.
Does it taste like
Hot liquid.
Yep,
Domino's?
grab it.
No.
Right there, you see how.
Tastes like Little Caesars?
It's like cardboard.
We did pretty good damage. These 2 pizzas in like 10 minutes. It is almost like a clone of Little Caesars or Domino's. That is to say, it is very generic,
Who's that thing?
Probably low quality ingredients,
A little bit more, maybe more.
but we love it.
That's a good call. Low quality.
It reminds us of cheap American delivery pizza, which
Just on home.
we haven't gotten in a long time. Oh my God, look how bad this is what she's been doing.
Stop it.
This is all the new stuff.
This is her sneak attack. Dan, it's okay. Just breathe.
I'm so angry.
I need to wash my hands.
So we've driven about a half hour southwest, slightly inland. You can still see the coast over there. We're a little bit higher elevation now. Nothing is really high elevation in Ireland. I think the highest peak is under 4,000 feet. But definitely got some mountains around us. It's stunning. We're supposed to be able to camp here. There's no sign saying that it's not allowed. But there's a lot of cars in that parking lot. So we're driving up, or we're walking up here first to see what's up here at the top of this little hill over here. See if there's a place for us to stay a night or two. Well, there's one car up here.